Black girl tells Stephen Curry. She's hungry. What he did next left everyone in shock. She looked up at one of the greatest basketball players in the world and said just 3 words. I'm hungry, Stephen. No plea, no cry, just a simple truth. What he did next left everyone around them stunned. This isn't just about food. It's about kindness, timing, and how one moment can change everything. Her name is Maya. She's 12 years old and lives in the heart of Oakland, California. If you walked past her on the street, you might not think much of it. But if you stopped and listened, you'd hear a story most people don't see. Maya grew up in a neighborhood where dreams often get buried under noise, stress, and struggle. Her mom works 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. Her dad left when she was little, and some days, there's no food in the house. But Maya has something else, something rare. She has grit. She loves basketball, wakes up early just to shoot hoops at the local court. She doesn't have fancy gear or private coaches, just a beat-up ball, a rusty hoop, and a big dream. She watches every NBA game she can find, studying players like Stephen Curry like they're superheroes. To her, he's more than just a basketball player. He's proof that someone small can still be unstoppable. And then, one day, by pure luck, she found herself standing just feet away from him. It happened during a community event hosted by Curry's foundation. Kids got to play games, meet athletes, and maybe even get a photo. For Maya, this was like walking into a dream. She stood in line with her heart pounding, holding nothing but hope and hunger, one of them finally too loud to ignore. Maya stood there, hands shaking. The line moved fast, and before she knew it, she was face to face with Stephen Curry. He smiled, that calm, friendly smile of his, like he had all the time in the world. She didn't have a poster or a jersey for him to sign, just her shirt, worn from days of use, and eyes full of nerves. She opened her mouth. Nothing came out at first. Then, without thinking, she said it. I'm hungry, Stephen. The words just slipped out, not as a cry for help, not as a plea, just the truth. And in that moment, something changed. Curry blinked. For a split second, everyone around them froze. Reporters, fans, volunteers, all watching, waiting. Some thought it was a joke. Others felt their hearts drop. But Curry, he didn't skip a beat. He looked at her, not like a celebrity looking down at a fan, but like someone who saw her, really saw her. Come here, he said, motioning toward the food table nearby. Let's get you something to eat. People started whispering. Was this real? Was Stephen Curry about to feed a kid in front of everyone? Maya hesitated. She didn't want pity. She didn't come here for free food. But Curry wasn't offering pity. He was offering something else. Respect. As they walked over, someone handed him a microphone. A reporter asked what was happening. Curry didn't look away. She said she's hungry, he said, so I'm making sure she eats. That one sentence spread like fire. People watching online stopped scrolling. Volunteers rushed to bring food. Someone grabbed a plate with sandwiches, fruit, and water. Maya sat down at a small table, still unsure if this was real.
And Curry?
He didn't walk away. He pulled up a chair and sat right next to her. They talked about school, about basketball, about life. He told her about growing up smaller than other kids, about how people doubted him, how he kept going anyway. Maya listened. For the first time in a long time, someone was listening back. But even as the moment warmed hearts across the internet, not everyone was happy. Not every reaction was kind. Some comments rolled in fast. He shouldn't be doing this on camera. She probably planned this. It's just a stunt. But others fired back. This is what kindness looks like. He didn't just give her food. He gave her dignity. He treated her like a person, not a problem. Back at the table, Maya finished her plate. Her cheeks were red, but her eyes were bright. Curry stood up, patted her shoulder, and said one last thing before he left. You keep playing ball. You've got heart. That's all you need to start. Then, he walked away, leaving behind more than just a meal. He left behind hope. Hours after the event ended, Maya walked home with her head full of thoughts. She didn't know what she expected when she saw Stephen Curry up close. But it wasn't this. She didn't ask for anything. She just told the truth. And he responded like it mattered. But something else was happening behind the scenes, something she didn't know about yet. Back at his office, Curry sat down with his team. They watched clips from the event. When they got to the moment with Maya, Curry paused it. "I want to do more," he said. His manager raised an eyebrow. "More than feeding her, more than that day," Curry replied. "I want to help her keep playing ball, get her gear, maybe even connect her with a program." It wasn't the first time he'd done something like this, but this time felt different. This time it wasn't planned. It wasn't part of a campaign. It was real, and that made it powerful. So they made a call, reached out to a youth basketball program in Oakland, got them to clear a spot for Maya, paid for everything: shoes, uniform, training. Then came the bigger idea. Curry decided to share the moment online himself. He posted a short clip. Just a few seconds. Maya sitting at the table, eating. Him beside her, talking. No big words, no fancy editing, just truth. And then he wrote something that made people stop and read. "Sometimes the bravest thing isn't asking for help. It's saying the truth, even when you're scared." Maya did that today. So I did mine. We all can. The video spread fast. Within hours, it had millions of views. People were moved. Moved not just by what Curry did, but by Maya's courage. But then something unexpected happened. Maya's school called her mom. They saw the video. They wanted to talk, not about the attention, not about the fame, but about what came next. Maya sat in the principal's office, her hands folded tight in her lap. Her mom was next to her, eyes wide with worry and wonder. The principal smiled. "We've had calls," she said, "from people who saw that video. Coaches, mentors, even a school across town wants to talk to you." Maya didn't say anything at first. She just stared at the floor. Then she looked up. "I don't want to leave my friends," she said. "No one's asking you to," the principal replied. "But we want to make sure you have every chance." That day, Maya left the office with more than just questions. She left with choices. One path: stay where she is, keep fighting every day, keep showing up with nothing but heart. Another path: step into something bigger, better gear, better training, a future she never thought possible. And then came the message no one expected. A text from Stephen Curry's team. He wants to meet again, this time on the court. What happens next? Well, that story hasn't been written yet. But if you want to see what happens when a girl who told the truth gets the shot she deserves, hit that bell, because this isn't the end. It's just the start.